It's your man, Mama. We live out there at the Women's Stand since it's Women's Month. I got some lovely ladies here with me today. It's your boy P from Global Therapy. You know, it's your guy SK, Global Therapy. Y'all know how we do. So, the first question is, what's your name, where people can follow y'all at? And when they go to your page, what y'all want them to get from it?
My name is Quadrell. Everybody calls me Drell. You can follow me on Instagram at Drell Gym and Drell Fit. Depends on your preference. One page is specifically fitness, and training and just fun, goofy stuff. Versatility, just like show people that you do both things to still stay active. And the other page is more of my resume. And distributed media. So my name is Batul, and my page is Toolbox. That's TULBOX3. And my page is basically about, it's a personal page, so it's like about who I am. I need to do a better job of like posting on my page, but it's about, me as a mom, investor, and fitness enthusiast. Yeah.
Hey guys, my name is Kiara Savage, and my Instagram is _. I'm a personal trainer, bodybuilder, so you'll get most of fitness content on my page. And when people come to my page, I just want them to feel confident. I want them to see how disciplined I am and where you can go when you work extremely hard and put effort into the change that you really want to accomplish.
Hi, my name is Jamie Miller. My Instagram handle is Warrior Unfiltered. And I am a retired MMA fighter turned self-defense instructor. I also run Philly Self-Defense as my other page as well. And so what I want people to get from my page is really just to be inspired, maybe gather some hope, some, just some training inspo or parenting. I really kind of just post a little bit of everything, like however I feel. So you get a little bit of everything. So.
My name is Janice, but everyone calls me Coach J. I'm a Pilates instructor and fitness trainer. I primarily do Pilates. You can find me on Instagram at Journey with J. That's Journey with WIT, the letter J. And when people come to my page, I just want them to see community, right? I want them to feel inspired. I want them to feel that, they come to my page and like, oh, like this looks like a safe place. This looks like somewhere where I can come and I'm not going to be judged and I can just also have a good time, but also learn how to move my body and just get stronger as a woman.
Gotcha. I want to ask you ladies, how did y'all first get into fitness and what keeps you guys motivated on your journey?
So again, my name is Drew. What got me into fitness was two things. I feel like one is really deep, but my mom has me with HIV/AIDS, and I don't really talk about that too often. I feel like nobody knew that. But that inspired me as a young woman, seeing what we had to go through. Literally lock into my health early. Like my mom was holistic, and that honestly kept her a lot longer than they put a time stamp on. But we went through a lot, so I just feel like when she did pass, it was up to me to like take what I learned and push forward. But then got to school, I played a little too much. After a track practice, we went to Sky Zone. I did a toe touch and tore my meniscus. And right around that time, I was going through a bad breakup. I was living on my own, so I just was stress eating bad. Like it was really, really bad. And I just don't have that family that's really deep into communication. So I just kind of felt alone. So I put on a lot of body fat, and that kind of started up when I was running a live for like 6 miles a day. And I was working at a boxing gym, so it was 5. And I was running all the boxers every day. So that started, and then it just went from there.
That's what's up. Thank you.
So what got me into fitness was, actually I've been in fitness and in sports my whole life. I've played basketball, ran track. I've tried every sport since I was in elementary school. So I've always had a love for, being my best self, being in fitness, working out, and things of that nature. So that's a big thing. But another big thing is I've always had a very high interest in health and wellness and realizing the best possible health that you could. So I wanted to be a physician since I was 5 years old. So I always looked at the condition, the health condition of people in our community and in my family in particular, diabetes, hypertension, and all of gamut of other diseases that are preventable, cancers, all kind of things. So I knew from a very young age, I wanted to try to prevent those things, and I knew in order to prevent those diseases and illnesses, I had to take drastic measures. So I always wanted to stay fitness, and I made like a promise to myself when I was young that I would always, stay, in shape and things like that. But of course, life helps. And back in about 2019, I always worked out, but I wasn't working out as much, and then I started gaining weight. And I was at my son's basketball tournament in January of 2020, and I was looking at tape from the tournament, and I said, well, who's that big lady on the side? And it was me. And I was like, wait, hold up, I gotta change this, I gotta change the things. I wasn't that big, but I was big for me. And so I said, you know what? This is a moment for me to take an opportunity and make sure this doesn't happen or doesn't get out of control anymore. So since early 2020, I just have worked out religiously and made sure that I wouldn't put myself in a predicament to get those diseases and illnesses that run rampant in my family and in our community.
Here's the question again.
Yeah, the question was,
What got you into fitness and what kept you going?
Okay.
thank you, brother.
When I started my fitness journey in 2012, I was in a very difficult relationship. I put that man before and above myself, my kid. Like, it was insane. I gained a lot of weight. I think the end of my pregnancy at 9 months, I was 155 pounds. Being in that relationship, I got up to 183 pounds with no baby. So literally, not working as much as I should, not being active, not moving around. And I started doing Joanne Michaels and was it P90X at home in my living room. I'm like, I had enough. So I started doing that. I was working out like 2 times a day. And then that was 2012. So then in 2016, I gained all the weight back. So I tried it again. And then in 2019, I gained a little bit more. So I was literally scrolling on Facebook at the time, and a 6-week CrossFit challenge popped up. $300, we can get you right. I said, okay. At this time, I'm literally making $8 an hour. Wasn't sure, if I was going to be able to afford it or not. I said, I scroll right past it. Something told me to just reach out and see if they can work with me. I literally reached out. They said you could pay half now, half when the challenge starts. It was a 6-week challenge. Literally after that, I think I lost about 15 pounds. I was locked in after that. And I've been nonstop since 2019. So from 2019 up until now, I definitely need a lot of changes. What was the second question?
And
What kept you going?
Once I started to see my body change, I live in Norristown. Well, I'm from Norristown. So just going to the farm park, just being outside, a lot of women started to reach out to me and they wanted to, get into what I was getting into. I started parking lot workouts. We would run to town, we would go to the farm park, we would do a bunch of different stuff. And that's when I started Never Forget the Goal. That's my brand. So I started Never Forget the Goal. People literally started jumping onto that, and I've been nonstop ever since.
Quick question to pivot all day. Because I used to work in Norristown, East Norton, and there used to be this big workout in front of, beside the courthouse all the time. Is that you?
So I was out at the courthouse and I was at the community center.
I would see that every time I would ride on the
We
bus.
were outside.
It
was outside. It was definitely the time. I had the guys out there, I had the girls out there, but I was there every day, 6 p.m.